Hello everyone, and welcome to this new episode of my series where I blindly test knockoffs of well-known products to see if the cheaper alternatives are just as interesting or not. The first time I compared candies, and this time I decided to tackle snack foods, keeping in mind the feedback you gave me. So not only will you not be told in advance which product is the original and which one is the knockoff, but I also decided to stop using the Yuka app, simply because it seems a bit controversial, so I'll just stick to what's written on the packages. There you go, I hope you'll enjoy it, and I suggest we get started right away. Alright, I'm blindfolded now. My dad is going to put the products in front of me. Okay, so right now I can already smell a strong and pretty recognizable scent. It smells like peanuts. The containers are here. Well, I might as well tell you that with the shape, you can immediately tell what it is. These are curly snacks, or at least a copy of them. The shape seems to be pretty similar, and just like that, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. I'm going to start with the one on the left. So it's puffed, there's a little peanut flavor, but it's not very strong, it's pretty mild. I'll try the other one. There's a lot more flavor at the end here. Oh yeah, it seems much richer. The peanuts are much more present. I'll taste it again to be sure. See? Here it's much more subtle, yeah. It's much lighter. And here. They're a bit harder, and actually the taste is a bit better. So I'd say these are the curly and this is the copy. So was I right?
Totally wrong. The original is on the left, the copy is on the right.
Well, that's a great start, and I think you figured it out at home, simply because the copy has a lot more substance and is a bit more colorful. Whereas the originals are simply yellowish, and you can see that the peanut coating is much lighter. So in terms of taste, I clearly prefer the Mengis. In terms of nutritional value, it's pretty much the same. Both of them have a C rating, and they have almost the same amount of salt, sugar, or even calories inside. So you take this one. Let's move on to the next product. I'm putting the mask back on. So what do we have this time? I'll start on the left. Okay, so it's a small cracker. This is a mini pizza. I'm not sure if it's normal, but it doesn't have much flavor. I'll try the other one, which looks similar but might have less topping. Is this a joke? It barely has any taste, almost bland and pointless. So I'd call this the original and this the copy, since I was right. Or maybe not.
Again, the original was on the right and the copy on the left.
Well, it's pretty crazy because look at the difference in terms of toppings. These ones are almost empty, even though it's the name brand one. So maybe I just happened to get the wrong pizza. This one may have a bit more, but it's still light. And paradoxically, the ones that do best nutritionally are also these ones, the Carrefour ones, which are clearly better in terms of calories, saturated fats, and salt content. So these ones are obviously better in every way. I'm ready. Product number 3. So, what is this here? I recognize the shape, or at least the texture. I'll take the others to see if it's the same thing. So, the shape is a little different, but I wouldn't be able to tell them apart. I think they're Monster Munch. I feel like they're both the same. I'll taste them. That's right. I can't say if they're real or not. The taste is a bit different. These have something extra. I'll try them again to be sure. There's more salt, flavor, and spice. Some of these are good too. Honestly, I don't know. I'm still afraid of making a mistake since I rarely eat them, so I don't remember their taste. I'm just going to guess that the originals are on the right and the copy is on the left. Am I right or am I wrong?
You're right. The ones on the right are the originals.
First success of the video. And anyway, just by looking at them, you really can't go wrong. In the end, they don't look the same at all. Here, we actually have the ghosts, and over here, it's something that doesn't really look like much. I don't know what it is. They look like shriveled stars. It's not amazing. Both taste good, but we'll see which one is better nutritionally. In any case, we're looking for the least bad one, since as you can tell, these are snacks. They seem to be pretty similar. This one, for example, has less salt but more sugar, whereas that one has more salt but less sugar. So in the end, apart from the price and the visual appearance, there's not a huge difference. Awesome.
Product number 4.
So, where are they? Okay, whoa, what is this? Chips? Well, here the shape kind of gave away what it was because to me, these are Doritos. The triangular shape is kind of iconic, while here it's a bit triangular but also a bit deformed. I don't think these are the originals. I'll taste them. I'll start as usual from the left. Well, it's really good and flavorful. Now, what I think are the Doritos. This one's harder and I instantly recognize the taste. Definitely the originals. It also seems less salty. As usual, I need to taste it. This is really close to regular chips actually, whereas here, there's really something a bit distinctive about this one. For dipping this in sauce, it's perfect. So, was I right?
No. On the left we had the original product and on the right the copy.
For sure, these are the originals. I was wrong again. Great. But honestly, I was convinced that the ones on the right were the originals. For me, the copy is much better. Honestly, I'm shocked. The Doritos all folded and everything. I wasn't expecting that. These really look like the real thing. If I had to choose in terms of taste, it would really be the copy. And nutritionally, once again, it's relatively comparable. There's a little less salt and sugar in the Doritos, but here, there are fewer calories and less saturated fat. It's your choice, but I prefer these because they're better and cheaper. Alright, this is the second to last product. Honestly, I've made several mistakes so far. I still have a chance to make up for it, and I hope at least to get half of the answers right this time. Let's go. So, what is this? More chips? These are Pringles. Well, we've got 2 chips here. There's no way to tell the difference just by the shape. I'll have to taste them. This one is okay, it's not too salty, but at the same time, it doesn't have much flavor. So, I don't know, I'll compare it with the others. The ones on the right are much better. I won't say for sure these are the original Pringles since I was wrong before, but it definitely seems that way. I'll reset my palate just in case. It's not amazing, honestly. Here we have something much stronger. The crunchiness on the right is much better, so I think these are the originals. Tell me I didn't get it wrong this time.
Sorry.
But we had...
On the left, the original product, and on the right, the copy.
It's not possible. How do I manage to get it wrong every time? I'm so frustrated. And on top of that, visually, you can actually see that it's not the same thing. That's crazy. I'm amazed. These are Vicats. Okay, well, they really do know what they're doing when it comes to chips. So, I'm not surprised. Nutritionally, Vicats do worse in most categories compared to Pringles. However, if you look closely at the list of ingredients, here, there's no palm oil or coloring, which isn't the case for the original. If I had to choose, I would go with the Vicats. Product number 6. So, do you believe in me? Do you think I'm going to succeed? Here we go. Okay, these look like little sticks, kind of like fries actually. Here, it's the same thing except they look longer. I'm going to taste them. I rarely eat these, so I can't tell which is original and which is the copy. This taste is more familiar to me, so I think it's the original. Both have similar textures, but the one on the right is more seasoned and has a better mouthfeel. So far, I was wrong when I said that this one was the original, but this time I really think these are Frittles, so this is the brand name one.
On the left, it was the copy, and on the right, it was the original.
Ah, I'm finishing in style. And visually, I think I could have told the difference since the Frittles are much more yellow, much more golden. Whereas the copy, first of all, they're smaller. But on top of that, they're white. They look like frozen fries that haven't been cooked. And the difference in taste is partly explained by the amount of salt, which is much higher in Lay's. We have 2.4 grams per 100 grams, whereas here we only have 1.6, so that's quite significant. And by the way, you can see that the Nutri-Score is much worse for the Frittels, since it's rated D, while here it's rated C. The brand name one tastes better, but the nutritional advantage and the price are more on the copy's side. Anyway, that's it for today. Feel free to share your score with me in the comments, hoping you did better than I did, and you can also suggest other categories of products for me to compare in future episodes. Goodbye.